Hey everyone, welcome to my androgynous life. Today we're gonna talk about a movie that I've been wanting to talk about so much, Love, Simon. Okay, that was like good. I really want it.
I feel like you overthink your stuff too
Yeah, I fucking do!
Like, that was fine.
Okay. Let me just try one more time. Hello everyone, welcome to my androgynous life. Today we're gonna be talking about a movie that I've been wanting to talk about for some time, Love, Simon, and how that related to our high school experiences. And I'm today with my sister, Ana Karen, and yeah, we're gonna be talking about it. I don't know why I'm nervous, it's like we're fucking live. Let's get started. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna talk about Love, Simon. We saw that movie probably like a few months ago. I thought it was gonna be like a cheesy love story, which I was happy with, but it wasn't.
I guess you could say it wasn't what you always expected. Like you said, lovey-dovey, stuff like that. Like, it was still kind of like you couldn't predict everything that happened to the movie. And it gave like a nice emotional stuff that you could relate to.
Yeah. So basically, this movie is about a gay guy that is in high school, is in the closet, and he finds out that a guy in his high school is gay because he posts like a status or something in some blog.
Like, anonymously, yeah. That some guy came out, and then his best friend of the guy, Simon, tells him like, hey, do you notice that this guy came out? Like, it's a whole big rage at school. So he starts thinking like, oh, well, somebody's
gay too, like somebody's
Yeah.
like me. So he starts to like messaging this guy, but he doesn't know who he is. And he basically starts like a hunt, like around like high school,
Yeah, trying
to
figure
find out
so
that guy,
guys.
because he starts developing feelings. And you know who I really thought the guy was gonna be? The guy that is mowing the lawn, like super straight looking, like muscular, like
Oh, the garden boy.
the garden boy. I thought it was gonna be, but I was like, oh my god, this is too predictable. But that's the thing, he wasn't. He starts going through like a bunch of guys to find out. Like he wasn't sleeping with all of them. He was just like asking like questions. That just took me back to my high school years, where obviously, like I said in my other videos before, it was horrible. My high school experience was a lot of bullying. I was like trying to fit in, even though I do have a high school story though. So there was this guy that was super handsome. He was in the swim team in my high school. I know. He was like kind of like the popular guy. And every time we walk on the hallways, like I swear dude, we will make eye contact. Like we will make eye contact. Like, you know why they say like visual sex kinda? Like it wasn't like that, but it was just like I see you seeing me.
For nothing else.
And I know that you're seeing me see you too. Like it was just like nothing else. We
If
just
you guys ever talk, it was only that.
okay, I did something, I made a move.
Okay.
I know. And but then he started dating the popular pretty girl in the high school.
Oh.
She was super pretty, red hair, like bright red, like you know, like Kool-Aid. I mean, now it's kind of ratchet, but like that bright. Yeah, I know, it sounds ratchet, but she wasn't ratchet. She was like a really pretty girl, and I was like, oh my god, like they look like a really cute couple. So I was like, oh, whatever. But then they broke up, and again, we would walk by the hallway, and every morning he would stare at me, and I would stare at him. And this is something that not even my close friends I ever told about, because I was super like scared. I know, I was so different back then. You know what I did? One day I wrote a note saying something about like we're playing like this visual game or something.
Oh my god.
And I stayed after school for some reason. I folded and whatever and put it in his locker. I slid it in his locker. And then there was this like one person like walking and they saw me and I ran away.
And what happened with the guy?
He never sent me a note or anything. Like years later, I found out that he died. Like, cause I remember
That's a weird way to end the story. At the end, I found out he died.
But yeah, like, I don't know, many years passed by and I was like, oh, that boy was really cute from the swim team. And I looked him up and I found that he moved to like some university and he lived on the, oh shit, probably if people from my high school know, they're gonna know who it is or whatever. He went to like, cause you could probably Google this. Like he went to college and he slipped in like a bathroom and he hit his head on the sink and he died. I know. Even would I got married or something, that probably wouldn't have happened. I'm just kidding. So I know that my sister came out after, but we never really talked about our high school years. So, like, were you out in high school?
Well, it was sophomore year when the way I told my parents was because I had to. I had work. I had school and then work, sometimes soccer, but I had like work. And it would be the latest get out at 5. And then one day I got home like at 8 or 9 and my parents were just like, you've been coming home late? Why have you been coming home late?
But you can just say you were with friends though.
Yeah, but I would only go so far. And before I had to.
That's so funny that you think that way because a lot of people just lie. Even they get caught and they lie and they lie.
Well, maybe that day actually got out like later. That was like at midnight, 11 or midnight. And my parents, like, they had a sort of a curfew. And then I told my parents. And then I remember my mom started crying.
Wait, so you tell me my mom was like, you're late. And you said, I'm bi.
No, because they were like, no, I know you're lying. Because they started thinking I was like, didn't you were there. They started thinking that I was doing some other shit. Like, oh, like, what are you doing? Why are you out so late?
Like drugs or something?
And I'm like, I was just out with some girl. Like,
how do you say it? I mean, obviously you said it in Spanish.
Well, it was the pressure. Well, it was like the pressure of them being like, thinking that I was like drugging myself, cocaine and all this stuff. Because it was
I think that says something more about my parents' parenting, which my parents are amazing parents. I cannot believe they will think that you're doing that, because that's the thing that they always think that I'm doing the least. Like, they know that I wouldn't get involved in like any mess.
They always stop, and I'm just like, I literally go to school, do soccer, so like that. Like, I won't have time. You would have noticed if there was something, wrong with me, but like, I would be out at 2 or 3 in the morning, and I would just literally be out with my friends talking.
So how do you say it though?
I remember I told you first because I got home and I was like, my parents are gonna yell at me because I've been coming home late. Like, it was like bound to happen. And I had told you about it, and you're just like, just tell my parents, like, told them, blah blah blah. And then when I told them, then I got home and it was.
But how do you say it? I just want to know if you remember the sentence or the statement, because I think that can help a lot of people. A lot of people we don't know how to say, Mom and Dad, I'm gay. Mom and Dad, I'm in love with a guy. Like.
Well, I was like stuttering. I sat there in the couch and I was just like, well, I was like, I can't just stop. Like, I can't keep fucking lying. So I told him, I was with this girl that I talked, and that's when I told them the name. And then my mom kind of knew. She's like, oh, is it the girl that you wanted to go camping with, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah. So they started kind of figuring it out. And I don't think I told them, like, oh, I'm bi or I'm bi.
They just, like, put one
I never told them. Yeah, I just told them, like, I was with this girl. And then, yeah, they put it together. So I never
actually said.
Even to this day, yeah, it's just been left, like, okay. I mean, obviously, I'm married and stuff. But, like, it's just been left, like, unsaid. Yeah, so I never really told them, I guess you could say. But I was sort of pressured into it, which I guess is not the best. Like, that's the thing. I don't feel like a lot of cases or stuff like that, people... I don't know, maybe in some cases people are just straight ahead with, hey, I'm this, hey, I'm that, But not in my case. It just kind of like put 2 and 2 together, and after.
I think you started talking. I've been seeing this girl, and I just already like.
I mean, my mom started fucking crying, so like I was like, well.
And the funny thing is, I remember you telling me that my parents said that it was my fault.
Oh yeah, at first that it was his fault. And I'm just like,
wait, can you tell me more about that? Exactly what did they say to back that up?
I don't even remember, because it was like such like irrelevant points that I was even like even since I was younger, I was just like, this doesn't make sense. Like, how? Because
I don't think how it can be my fault, because it's so funny, because like I'm more like feminine looking. If anything, I think I always projected the feminine side that I wanted to embrace on you. I remember always trying to dress you up with heels,
oh my God,
and dresses and all these things for you to be like feminine, whatever. If anything, I probably push you, or like trying to like steer you towards like being this girl and being this feminine girl. So I don't know how it's my fault. If anything, I think I taught you.
I feel like it felt like a pressure of like having to be girly, have to do that. I always thought like, well, my parents have this gay son. They probably want a straight kid, Like, what are the odds that both of the only kids you have, are not straight? So I guess I always thought like, no, like parents won't want that, so I always kept it in me. I guess I was just always scared. Like when I even told my best friend, she's like, I already knew. She's like, I don't care. Like a lot of people that I told in high school,
yeah, people are really
they
like,
don't care. Like they didn't care, but it was just mostly of like, oh, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? And at the end, it was just like
it was
carefree.
you. It was
at the end, it was literally just me just fighting myself. When at the end, everybody's like, cool, okay, so what's going on?
But yeah, so I thought that was really weird that they would blame it on me. If anything, I think that I did is just like I probably showed you can be with whoever, no matter of gender.
I think, which
I think is just fucking good, and straight should not be the norm because realistically, it's not.
It makes you feel like my parents were great parents, but it makes you feel like, yeah, it's accepted, but it's like it's not okay. It's not. I
in
guess
my house.
Yeah, I guess
because my parents always. My dad has had so many gay friends, trans friends. And he'd be like, yeah, I have trans friends and I dance with them and I feel comfortable and blah, blah, blah. But in my house...
Or, yeah, he doesn't get, like, so about it. But it's not also, like, hey, like, very invited and very open and very, you know... Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, it was. Now they are.
Yeah.
Now totally changed. But, yeah. But, I mean, in high school, do you have, like, any, like, high school experience? Well, I mean, obviously, you, like, dated girls. And so many guys were like always trying to talk to you too.
I remember there was this girl. I was talking to her, but it was like on and off. So I was dealing through high school with that shit relationship. It went literally through most of my high school.
Really, the 4 years?
Not 4 years. Either 2 or 3 years of high school. That took a big. That just took my fucking high school to like kind of.
Is that good or bad?
Well, I don't know.
Either
way, I feel like...
I mean, it wasn't good if you don't say it.
No, I feel like in some way you're not in a shit relationship. So I think it just sucks because it's like sometimes I focus more on that than on my actual school and my parents. And that was like because I was just like, really, I'm literally not worrying about my school and about shit because of this person. I was just like, you know, on other shit. But my friends were accepting. My friends didn't care. Like, there was a girl that had like a huge crush on me when I was like a senior. And it was just like, I talked to them and then I started dating a couple, like not even a couple people. In my whole life, I dated like 2 people and then I married the third one.
So back to the movie, Love, Simon. My favorite part was when, I probably already know this, Simon has a best friend and the best friend, a girl, the best friend is in love with him. And she kind of throws like hints that, you know, she's in love with him and he does this like messy thing. I'm not going to tell you guys are going to watch the movie. But, and I'm probably already telling you like things about it, but whatever, just watch it. And she gets upset. She finds about this messy thing that he was doing and she tells him, Simon, I don't care if you're gay. You set me up to get my heart broken and that makes you cruel. That part hit home to me. And also my other part, I had 2 favorite parts. My second favorite part was when he finally found out who this boy was. And it was like a black boy, because I thought that was cute. I was expecting they were gonna put another white boy with this other white boy, but no, they put like a cute like black boy, like an interracial like gay.
Oh, interracial, yeah.
Yeah, it's just like little things that I picked up on. I was like, oh, that's cute. But I was thinking that will not happen in the real world. Like, no, not the interracial thing. No, sorry, not that. The fact that he went to a Ferris wheel, he said, hey, just so you know, I want to be in the Ferris wheel
the guy
at the fair after the fucking game or the prom or whatever. I'm going to be waiting for you. And he was going in the wheel over and over and over and nobody would get in the thing with him.
And then his friends were like, it's been hours.
And people started paying for him to keep going on the Ferris wheel. And the guy eventually comes. That's the part that I'm like, that would not happen. Some closeted motherfucker would have not had the balls to go into the Ferris wheel to be with this person that he was always.
I mean, well, it takes a lot of balls. Like if you're in like trapped in the idea of like no, and I mean it's literally in the movie it's coming out to the whole high school. And people in high school are like vultures.
And on top of that, saying to the person, I am this person, I like you. I think that was really ballsy. But can you imagine how many kids now are gonna watch that and be like, so many kids from high school, they'll be like, that's cool.
What's cool?
Like, okay, so when I was in high school, I was not out. There was this other boy that was a senior and he was like this tiny Asian gay boy. He was obviously like openly gay. But that was it. I'm pretty sure they were all their boys. Even like straight looking, even on like, I remember like
football
football team. Like I remember, like I could kind of see. But nowadays, like I a few years ago, I started watching like on YouTube, like how like these gay boys go like in heels to high school, or for like their talent show, they do like a Lady Gaga song with makeup and heels and drag, and they just feel more comfortable. And I like that, and that just makes me think that a generation had to go through the bullying and being like, I'm here, I'm gay, like deal with it, for then a new generation to come and be more accepted. Because if we just stay in the closet, we are telling everybody it's wrong. It's a
kind of like agreeing with what they're thinking, but not like doing it.
Yeah,
so I feel like hard. More like back then, like it was more like you said, it wasn't as accepted. In mine, it was accepted, but like it was still a couple. Like you'll be like, oh, the gay couple. Like it'll be like 3 gay couples in the school, 4 gay couples in the school.
Oh my god, in mine, no, you couldn't even be openly gay. I think that's where like my whole thing comes with like straight guys. Like I never really had like a straight friend, because high school is when you start like developing like your adulthood. Like when you start developing relationships, like finding yourself. Like going out to like your first place out to eat with friends and things like that. And I was always hanging out with like a group of girls, and straight guys either bully me or like we're just like normal like acquaintances that will talk to me. But even though the ones I was kind of cool with, they will still bully me. So it was like I never had that good relationship with straight guys, and honestly that's why it's so awkward with me to sometimes like just connect with a straight guy like as friends, because they're trying to like start being like, oh man, trying to talk to me and be cool, but I'm just like, that's not me. Like I'm not like, oh man dude, like fist bump and all this. That's just not me. It's a little bit awkward because gay guys either want to bully me or want to sleep with me. That's basically what I'm used to. But straight guys are really cool at my job. Like they're really cool. Like
I think it has to do with the person.
It has to do with also me being myself, because I don't hide myself anymore, and I'm myself at work, and I do stupid things with like I go like this with my hair, and they laugh, and I've heard like that they tell other people, oh my god, like LV's really cool, like he's really funny, he's really cool, and I'm like, oh, like I'm just being myself, and we're connecting that way. Yeah, and like it's cool.
I feel like maybe because before you guys couldn't connect
because I wasn't
comfortable. You were, and like.
So what was your favorite part about the movie?
My favorite part, even though it was ruined by a guy that kept being on his phone and coughing or talking or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Was when he came out to his dad and I think his mom also in the living room. I feel like that was like a really like that emotional moment that that I don't know most people have or some people aren't able to have. But it was like really good for his dad to be all like, always support you and the mom as well. Because
the dad used to make comments and I will pick on those comments. Like I forgot what kind of comments, but there were comments like, ooh, that sounds like something my dad would tell me when I was little. Well, I'm gonna give an example. We were just talking actually about this on brunch. How my dad used to tell me when I was younger that my hands were too soft and they're too feminine, and women don't like that. Women like to be like touched and feel like your hands are rough or whatever. And I remember thinking in my head, what am I gonna do? Like I literally picture myself like rubbing them on the concrete. I was like, is that what I need to do? Like just rub them in the concrete, sandpaper to like I'm not doing anything to
that's gonna make you a man.
Yeah, like that's gonna make me a man. Like that is just so stupid. But it's funny because you told me that women sometimes get told that if you don't have rough hands.
Yeah, if you have soft hands, if you have too soft hands, it's because you don't do shit around the house. And it's like...
It's a mess. So yeah, those superficial, stupid shit is like so annoying. But yeah, Simon gets stuff like that said by his dad. And that's why that part is really emotional, because the dad apologizes for all the comments he has made, pressuring his son to be a man.
Yeah, he's like understands kind of like, oh shit, like.
Yeah.
And it's like, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, because stupid shit like that don't make a man be a man. Like, it's just so annoying. Yeah, and then the movie was really good. I think everybody needs to watch it. Something else.
I feel like it even makes like straight people understand.
Yeah, straight people, you need to watch it. Like, please watch it. Please watch it. If you're watching this video, just be nice and watch it. You can trash it and talk shit throughout the movie.
I don't care, it's not my business.
But just watch it. Because you never know. You might have a brother, a friend, a roommate, a son that might be gay.
Sometimes it even happens that it's a dad.
Yeah, your dad might be gay. and he's like struggling, having like just this hell of life.
Stress, like
Yeah.
it causes a toll something in your life.
Yeah.
Like school, work, like
Oh my
anything
God.
that you're on, mentally, physically, emotionally, sometimes.
So yeah, just watch it, open your mind. Oh, and then Simon has a boyfriend, and the boyfriend cheats on him.
Simon?
Yeah. When he moves to another city. Oh no, wait, that's another movie. Sorry. That's prayers.
I was about to say,
That's prayers
there's a
for.
Simon too
That's
that I
prayers.
missed.
That's prayers for Bobby. Sorry, that one's really good too.
What is that?
This is kind of like an old movie. The mom is really freaking religious, and she says that you're gonna go to hell and blah blah blah. We need to pray for you, pray the gay away. He moves to another city.
Yeah.
He moves to another city. He has a boyfriend. The boyfriend cheats on him. He comes back to the town. He commits suicide, and that's a real life. And now the mom is an advocate to talk about like accepting people for who they are, because his son took his life because her ass wouldn't accept them.
That's so sad. I would call her a hypocrite every time I see her. I don't give a shit if she's like praying to like saying all these things good about advocate, but like, you're a fake lady. You're a hypocrite.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. There's this guy, right, in the city where I live. He was super nice. Every time he bumped into me and my friend, he always be like, "Oh my God, LB, I want to hang out with you. Oh my God, I want to hang out with like my friend." And we honestly always say like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna hang out." And I genuinely wanted to hang out with him, but I was like that shitty person. I was like, "Oh yeah, hon, we'll do it," and it just never happened. So he went to the hospital because he had HIV. And my friend told me that the guy never got treated because he was like, almost like in denial. Like he didn't tell the family. The family didn't know he was gay.
Oh.
He didn't want to tell the family because
no support, no nothing.
No support. So he never got treated because he got no support. The family didn't know he was gay. So he didn't want to share anything. So he ended up not taking care of himself and he died. And I told my friend, I was like, this is honestly like the family's fault because the family didn't support him.
Well, I think it's also the fact that he didn't open up though.
I heard he couldn't because the family was religious.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I guess it's like 50-50 fault, I guess.
Yeah, like he didn't even accept it. Like he denied. He was in denial. Like, I don't have it. I'm not like to the family. I'm not gay. Blah blah blah. But yeah, he passed away, and I was like, that's so fucking wrong, and it pisses me so much that this shit happened. Like this situation happens where like he doesn't feel comfortable enough to go to the family and gay, and then also say, I also have HIV, and the mom could have been like, I love you, we're gonna get you treatment. I know that nowadays if you get like diagnosed with HIV, you can survive. Like you can live a healthy life. Or take these medication. Yeah, but he didn't because no support. So I was like, shit. But yeah, so everyone watch this movie. I really love it. And I think I'm gonna have more videos with my sister. Thank you for being on my video, finally.
It was nice meeting you.
You guys have an amazing day and stay
Sexy.